Hello there, it's Glennie with the Nurturing Moment Live, and I'm sitting at my desk today because I've pulled up some things on my computer. I'm hoping that they will all pull up and behave. Sometimes my computer doesn't like me very much and doesn't actually cooperate. So we're going to see how it works. Today we're going to be talking about the bottle window. What exactly is the bottle window and when to introduce a bottle to your baby? And we're also going to talk about how much milk you need to be sending to daycare with your baby. There's several factors that we're going to look at. So I want to thank Ashley. She had asked for this topic this morning. She texted me nice and early or messaged me nice and early and asked for this topic. Anytime you've got a topic you specifically want me to deal with, jump on board and ask. Unless I've got somebody lined up to come in and specifically focus on something, I can usually touch on whatever you need me to touch on. That's what a nurturing moment is about. It's about helping you right where you are. So if you have questions as we go through this, don't hesitate to ask. All right, so the bottle window. What exactly is the bottle window? I did a blog on this a while back, maybe 2 years ago. It's at anurturingmoment.blogspot.com. That's anurturingmoment.blogspot.com. And the title is The Bottle Window. No, it's not a funky looking window in your car. Hey, Dana. It's actually that little period of time when it's ideal to introduce a bottle to your exclusively breastfed baby. So let's talk about why don't we introduce a bottle from the very beginning? Well, very simply, we want your baby to latch on to you. We want to get your milk supply established, to get a good, strong milk supply for you. And we don't want to mess with bottles until, I'm going to just put that up, if that's one of you calling, I'm sorry, I'll answer it later. We don't want to mess with bottles until baby is ready for them and until supply is well established and baby is nursing very, very well. So that means that during the hospital days, during the first 2 or 3 weeks, we're not going to even mess with bottles at all. All right? That's really important. We're not going to mess with bottles for the first 2 or 3 weeks. Now, we talked about pumping last week. If you want to start pumping when your baby's about 2 or 3 weeks old, after the first feed in the morning, that is ideal. But we're not going to introduce a bottle yet. Hey, Sarah. We're not going to introduce a bottle until the bottle window. So what is the bottle window? The bottle window is 4 weeks to a month. It's a teeny tiny little window, but that's the time when it's not going to disrupt breastfeeding at all to go ahead and introduce that bottle. But your baby will take the bottle. See, if we wait much past that, I've seen babies at 6 weeks old say, I don't want that thing. That's not mom. That's not the real deal. Come on, mom. I know what the real thing is. I don't want that. And so it's really important, that little window, 4 weeks to a month, right in there, is the time to introduce the bottle. So how are we going to do that? Ideally, you're going to have somebody else give your baby a bottle because while baby's getting that bottle, you're going to go pump. Let's say that we're having dad give the baby the bottle in the evening. So you've decided that you're going to introduce the bottle. It's time. Dad's going to be the one giving the bottle. So you've got this milk that you've pumped. You're going to go ahead and give that to dad in a bottle. And you're going to go pump. Whatever you pump tonight, you're going to use for that next bottle tomorrow night or the next night. Once you introduce a bottle, it's important to continue making sure that baby gets that bottle at least every 2 to 3 days. You don't want to go more than 2 to 3 days with baby not getting a bottle. So some ideal bottles to provide include, I'm going to turn this around here and see if my computer's working. The Breast Flow. I really, really like the Breast Flow bottle. You can see the design. It's kind of got a double nipple there. And it's an ideal bottle for introducing to your baby. Another one that I really like, we'll see. Well, it's not available. Let's try. Here we go. It's the Munchkin Latch. I'm trying to pull it up close. But the Munchkin Latch is another bottle that I really like. And the other one that I really like is the Lansano Mama. The Lansano Mama, let's see if we can find one here. You can see it's also got a wide base. So any bottle that has a wide base is what a wide nipple base is what we're really looking for. Let me go back here and see if they got our Munchkin Latches pulled up. Nope, no Munchkin Latch. Here we go, here we go. So Munchkin Latch also has that wide base nipple. And so those are, in my opinion, 3 really good bottles. Are they the only bottles? No, absolutely not. Because the truth of the matter is, you introduce the bottle during the bottle window, your baby is probably going to take just about any bottle that you give. And that's really nice. So you're going back to work. How much milk do you take for daycare? A good rule of thumb is your baby should be drinking about 2.5 times his weight in total daily ounces. So let's say your baby weighs 10 pounds. We're going to shoot for about 25 ounces total throughout the day. So if baby's getting 8 feeds, then that's going to be about 3 ounces, a little over 3 ounces per bottle. Let's say your baby weighs 18 or we'll go with 15 pounds because that's an easy number for me. And this is really from birth to about 5 or 6 months, okay? The 2.5 ounce rule, 2.5 times rule. So if baby weighs about 15 pounds, then we're going to go for about 35, 37 ounces a day. And if baby's getting 8 feeds, that's going to be about about 4.5 ounces per feed. So that's kind of a rule of thumb. Once baby is 6 months old, you're adding in solids, and we're going to be at about 2 times baby's weight in total ounces of milk a day. 2 to 2.25 times a baby's total weight in ounces every day. So let's say you're giving your baby 3-ounce bottles and he's still really, really hungry. Make sure that your caregiver is doing paced feeding. You can Google paced feeding. That's very, very important. We want to make sure the caregiver is doing paced feeding. But if baby is still very hungry, they can add 1 more ounce, add milk in 1 ounce increments. It's not a bad idea to have 1 bottle with a little extra milk in it that they can add if they need to. All right, I haven't seen any questions today. But if you do have questions, you're welcome to ask them on the comments section of this website, of this Facebook page. And again, we're a Nurturing Moment Live. Thank you for joining us today.